the retribution against her would be horrible. So she stays there. But and then today the Democrats pulled it out of out of the air and did it. So she was right. She's smarter than we thought.
Well, you had said, Joy, that everyone's going to think because of the New York election that we're all like Democrats or socialists. I say I paid less attention to that election in general because I was a bigger fan of Abby Spanberger and Governor-elect Mikey Sherrill. Both of these are centrist Democrats. I've been screaming about them since they joined Congress back in like 2019, 2020. These are people that are common sense, pragmatic, service level people. They've been in the CIA, the Navy. They happen to be women, but they never ran on being women, which I think is a better sell. This was an election of some amazing candidates. So although I think it's also kind of speaks to people being unhappy with how Donald Trump is running the country, I also wouldn't take away the quality of these candidates who have been leading and winning over and over again. So for everyone who says this country's not ready for a woman, oh, it is when it's the right woman. And they won handily yesterday.
Yeah. Well, I agree that these were exceptional candidates.
Yeah.
And I also think that what it taught us is that the Democratic Party is a big tent party. It's an inclusive party. We have a man who is the first Muslim mayor of New York City, who is a very, very important politician. I think he's a very special politician, and I think people want change. And so he may not be the face of the Democratic Party, but what is the face of the Democratic Party? There are many faces. There are women. There are centrists. There are independents. There are Muslims. There are immigrants. And so I think that is a huge takeaway. The other huge takeaway for me that I don't think enough people are talking about is what happened in California with Prop 50.
Yeah, we come into that.
That for me was a huge takeaway, because that is the roadmap for how Democrats become the opposition party. You meet energy with energy. When they go low, you go lower. I am sorry, but that is where we are now. We need that opposition. And I think we saw that last night.
But, I'll tell you this. Not every Democratic candidate on the ballot was a great candidate. In Virginia, they had a guy, Jay Jones, running for attorney general, who just a few weeks ago, it was these texts that he had sent fantasizing about killing a political opponent had resurfaced. I mean, this guy was a bad candidate. And even that bad Democratic candidate won by 6 points.
Yeah.
So that tells me that this was a resounding rejection of Donald Trump's
and the
second
Republican
term.
Party.
Yeah.
And the Republican Party. Trump